So I'm railroading you guys today because I prepped this goddamn combat 3 months ago, and by goddamn it, we're going to do it.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Like, for this style of campaign, when there are so many hexes and so many goddamn encounters, like, I think as players, we have to be okay with this happening sometimes.
Well, and I promised O'Beefy would get his character, so I'm bringing O'Beefy's character today.
Okay, that's another good reason then, too.
Yeah. One of our longest Twitter followers, I think. I think he's like second or third.
I was going to say, why do you know the length of O'Beefy's anything?
Oh, boy.
He came from Eric's world, so he knew immediately.
Perfect.
Okay, anybody remember what we did?
We went exploring westbound.
Yeah.
We...
Westbound and down.
Westbound and down. I don't think we entered the tower yet because we went back to the city to take care of our monthly crap, and then I thought we were going to go back to get fucked up.
Yeah. We're going to fuck you up real good.
Nice.
I also have considered more or less dropping the kingdom management stuff.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, you guys are not really into it. I'm less into it than I thought I would be.
I think in a campaign with more people, so there's more roles and there's more things that could be done and more role play around it. But literally we have Taylor, who as Marcus doesn't concern himself with it. He's just kind of like making sure Baynard doesn't bumble off on something. We have Baynard, who is causing us to unfortunately be like just be bad at our rolls. Like no matter who's rolling the dice, it's like our numbers are at negatives. And so like it's literally just we spend a turn pushing and pulling. And like I've felt like as a player detached from it because like I introduced a new character and who would have no reason to take part in it, and it felt kind of weird. And so I'm super into the idea of like, if you just if there's things in the campaign that are pivotal on like our kingdom status, if you just treat us as like an average, unless we do something actively, like maybe take a turn every once in a while to like see what random things it brings up.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we'll just use it as a story narrative thing rather than a mechanical thing. Because fuck it. Like it's a lot of work that we're not enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I'm aware, the audience doesn't really care either. So let's get back to the fun stuff. Right? I prefer Hell's Horses over Kingmaker at this point because of the shitty kingdom management shit.
Yeah.
So I think not doing that anymore will make this more enjoyable.
All in favor say aye.
Aye. The council has voted.
We could always just play like Hell's Horses right now.
No.
Okay, so you've just met a guy. No, just
who
imagine just taking over.
Like
ridiculous.
It would have been funnier too, is if we started recording and it was still something we didn't do with Connor, and Eric was like, "All right, Connor, later," and just like logged you out, like booted you from Discord, and was like, "We're doing Hell's Horses again." But yeah, no, I totally support that decision. I think if you alone, Connor, were still enjoying it a bunch, I think that'd be more than enough reason to do it, because like it's the most you get to play as a GM, where there's not like an NPC traveling with us or something. So it's like if it was a thing just for you, but
I think part of the problem for me was I wasn't remembering the whole making a kingdom thing, which is stupid because I'm the person that suggested this campaign in the first place. But like when I was making my characters, like I wasn't thinking about Baynard in that sense. And then the fact that he's the fucking king, I was purposely trying to make an uncharismatic asshole because I didn't want to be the leader. The fact that he's the king is just like fucking mind blowing to me still.
Well, so you're still going to be the king.
Oh, I know that. But I'm saying that if I was trying to be a leader or the king, if I was making a character for that, it would not have been Baynard. So like, that's why I'm having a hard time with the kingdom making stuff, because I know that Baynard sucks at it. So that's why I kind of have checked out of it a little bit. And plus there's so many rules that like, I just don't feel like I can access to like properly delve into it. It's just, there's so much unknown to me. So I'm glad we're ditching it. Let's go fight some gnomes.
If we could redo, not to harp on this for too long, but if we could redo from session 1 and make sure Kimple's still here, keep Balmir the same, keep Marcus the same, and let Eric roll Baynard as someone more charismatic, and let me just keep Pylon, make him just a human, not a half elf, so it's not weird. Or like at least
I don't think you can not do a weird character.
But that's the thing. And just have it so we get to a situation where there's 4 player characters who could have been the leader or the ruler. Then it becomes like, it's not just like us all dutifully going through. It's like, what is Marcus doing when Pylon usurped him in like the general vote? Or like if Baynard had been king and then he got called away. It's like, it could have been so much more dramatic instead of just like 30 chuckle fucks who can't run a kingdom.
Yeah. We have too many NPCs, I think.
Yeah, Kingmaker lends itself to large parties, which we don't have now. Even with Kimple, it's a large party.
Would be really cool is like a Discord that's like a West Marches. This is like perfect for a West Marches.
Yeah.
With a large group of people where you could have players who are checking in through Discord or whatever. That would be an amazing way to run this campaign.
Maybe it's something we do in the future, right? If we have enough of an audience that want to join us.
Yeah,
or we open up the kingmaking to a play-by-post.
That's what I mean.
Well,
You have a Discord where it's like, okay, we're going to have, by the end of this week, we're going to have our turn, where blah, blah, blah. And
everybody vote.
Yeah, and that could be such a, like, if we ever got to the point where we want a Patreon, like, that's like, oh, the second stretch goal is you get access to our West Marches campaign. You know what I mean?
We'd be the only version of Kingmaker that's ever been played where we end up in an actual run democracy.
That'd be fun. That would actually be really cool. Hopefully we can do that one day.
We should do like the red versus red. Was it blue or red Pokemon that they did online?
We'll talk about that.
I think it was Pokemon
Twitch.
Blue. Twitch plays Pokemon? Yeah.
Twitch plays Pokemon.
You guys just direct us around the hexes.
How wild would that be?
It would be horrific.
Yeah.
Do you want the boys to go to the safe comfort of their friend Oleg's, or to the murder pit filled with spiders? Vote on your phones now.
So, like I said, I'm going to railroad you guys a little bit today. We have this combat that I've prepped forever, and I would like to get it done. So, you will be moving through the previous gnome excursion to the tile next to it that I have marked here as G17. And yeah, so we can go through the normal process of going through the gnomes, doing our rolls there, see if you run into anything, and so on and so forth. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Did you say our normal process of going through the gnomes?
Going through a hex, right? You're going through the gnomes. Fuck them all.
Carving a bloody path through Walmart with a scimitar.
Yeah. So that is a D100. I haven't done this in a long time.
I was going to say, it feels like the kind of random table stuff that you've shot yourself in the foot already by not doing in advance.
Yeah. So nothing happens. You move through the Narthropol's expedition where you ran into them before. They're no longer there. The remnants of their camp have started to fade away. It's been a few weeks. But you remember where it was. You saw that they've moved on. And I'm going to move you into this next hex here. So I was talking to Obeefy about this because I chose his character and I had a voice ready and I gave him the picture of it and he's like, oh, great, I can already hear his accent. And I went, oh, great, what do you think the accent is? Because I can also hear his accent. And Eric said, oh, good day, mate. And Obeefy, being Australian, said, if he's Australian, I will be very upset.
Yeah. Because I'm just going to say this, I'll also be very upset because I know none of us can do Australian.
I don't know.
You can do catchphrases.
Yeah,
and that's not the same as doing the accent. It is one of the hardest. Don't try it.
Yeah, I know. Well, your anchor word is Pavlova, right?
Pavlova. And that's like all I can do. I can do that.
Gets me every time.
Jody and I were just sitting watching the Great Canadian Bake Off, and the one guy like extended the syllable, and she just looked at me and she's like, Pavlova. And she can do the accent. And I looked at her and I said it back, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, it's the only word I'm ever going to be able to do. Pavlova.
Yeah, that's a weird word. So no, I can't really do Australian. I was going to try. It always ends up New Zealand because I'm so monotone.
Just do New Zealand. Yeah, do one you can. No, I don't want edit me dunking on you here out, but like I don't want another NPC where like 2 minutes in you give up and we have Connor voice again. Especially with these named characters. Like Julio is a weird one, obviously, because like it's a woman, but like if it's a dude who's giving you free reign, do something silly.
Don't listen to Liam. It's fine.
That's okay. He gave me the voice he wanted from it, and I'm gonna try to do it. But seeing that we have a Western campaign already, it will be a little much. You enter a clearing and you hear a smallish man yelling aggressively at a pond.
What?
Connor just dropped us on a map with another like 12 characters. No,
but I saw that. I was like, the gnomes are back. But the fact that we're dropped into some guy yelling at a pond. Hold on, just.
They're not the gnomes. They have a pimp hat. Okay, sorry.
Sorry. Yes, continue. Yell at the pond for us.
So I don't know if I can yell in this accent. I should have practiced.
Does the pond yell back?
Hang on, I'll get there. So I kind of want to do like hello there, pilgrims. But he also wanted it to be more southern, so it's going to be hard to find here. You give me my goddamn men back! Told you we are taking these trees, they are ours, and we are moving on. And that's what you walk into.
So just to be clear, this dude is yelling at a pond.
From your perspective, yes.
And
where are we on the map?
We'll put you in at the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
To bring back to light the very real question that Taylor asked, does the pond yell back?
Does the pond yell back?
Let me put your tokens in and then I'll get back to you there.
So let's talk about the scene right now. So
yeah, because I think you have some hidden tokens that are shown.
Yeah, that might also be like...
Yeah.
So is it just the one guy we're watching, he's looking at a pond yelling?
So you see a group of men sort of standing around leaning on their shovels, and very clearly a foreman or a leader of some kind.
Construction group.
Yelling at this pond.
Okay.
With two other men standing at the front of the pond.
Can I give like some sort of what's this game using again? Perception? Is that a thing?
Perception. Yeah.
I'm going to investigate a mystery.
It's a D20.
Can I, alongside that, roll a sense motive?
Sure.
I rolled a natural 20.
Natural 20, nice. Okay, so
first roll of the night.
What kind of trees are they? How's the grass been doing? Has it been like a fertile year?
Yeah. Okay, so I can give you all of that. Actually, that's all important stuff.
No way.
But again, does the pond yell back?
We're not there yet, Taylor.
We're getting there.
I'm looking at the grass.
We're getting there. So, the trees that you asked for, they are the same type of tree that I had you note previously.
Okay.
Did I write that anywhere? No.
Coachwood?
So there are a large number of trees that have been chopped down. I can't give you the fertility of the land. It's a little ridiculous. It's just a nice green, lush area. Yeah. Except for, have you seen Fern Gully?
Yeah.
It's Fern Gully.
So, but these guys are chopping these trees down. What was special with these trees again? What was...
they're just a very good wood.
Okay, just quality.
It grows quickly, but it's also quality or something like that.
Yeah, it's a hardwood that grows quickly. And you see, like I said, those two men at the front of the pond, and that's all you can see at the moment.
So I rolled a 28 on sense motive, and I want to know when you say I'm going to ask two questions, answer whichever one. The first one is with these men, the shovels they're leaning on. Do they look like they have logging gear, or do they look like poachers or something? And the second question would be, is he yelling like into the water or like at the general area of it? And do I get the sense that he is like of his right mind?
Sure. So they're loggers. They're clearly a logging company. Mm-hmm. And he is yelling the general direction of the pond. As for his sanity, I can't tell you that.
Okay.
Marcus has one question. Is that dude actually blue?
Which dude?
The guy standing by the pond in the pink fedora or purple fedora.
He's purple to me.
Yeah, he's got like a pink hat and like a bluish purple face.
He looks like he's got a blue face.
They're all human. I just went with random colors.
There's about 9 humans in this clearing that don't count Marcus and Baynard. So we make 12 people individually with this group.
Yeah, it's a big area. Lots of people.
I'm just going to throw to the group what I think is happening in here. I'm sure you guys will agree, but it sounds like that these guys are loggers. They've been fucking shit up, and that some sort of wood spirit, creature, nymph, something has like captured 2 of them or charmed 2 of them. So I think that's what we're dealing with. So
would it be a knowledge local to see if there's like fae that steal people into the water? Because this screams fae to me.
Sure, yeah, that'll do.
I would say this is IDing a monster, so that is a 20, not nat.
20?
Yeah. Like, do I know anything about, because like my whole thing as Inquisitors of Desna is like ushering travelers. Like, would I know of any like forest spirits that pull people into the water?
Yeah, so there's tons of fae, obviously, in the Stolen Lands. You don't have any specific, harpies or whatever that are pulling men to their doom. But yeah, it's very clearly fae. And yes, as Taylor pointed out, you can see the fae in the pond.
I'm going to look at the other 2 and say, this seems to be the work of some sort of fae. Should we step in?
Yes, Andrew, and we should step in. Yeah. Let you go first.
Very well, my king. And I'm gonna. I am going to. How do I play this? I've been playing Intimidate as my main thing, which is kind of what my build is about.
Taylor, what's up?
I would like to circle around to the right through the trees, preferably being sneaky, if I have not been seen yet. Yep.
Okay. Hang on. Let me give you guys your characters.
My intention here is that Anaran's like introducing me. Like that's my hope. But if she takes over, that's her style. So that was what Baynard was thinking, was that you would introduce me.
I don't want to be seen, so I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to get and keep their attention with an intimidation. To do exactly that, to bring the king to their attention. My intention, and obviously Eric can't stop me from doing this, but I'm going to roll the intimidation first and vocalize based on that. Mm-hmm. That is does a 26 suit your fancy for me to be gruff without being too...
Yeah.
I have control of the situation. I'm going to say, cease that yelling. You are clearly in some distress, and I've come to inform you that the king in these areas is here to discuss with you your troubles and your unsanctioned deforestation of his lands. You may all address the king as... Oh my god, what's Baynard's last name?
Clark.
Okay. You may all address him as Your Highness or King Baynard Clark, and I'm just going to gesture but not step back to keep myself in front of him, off to the side a bit.
And I give like a little wave and hello.
Sure. So the men part and let O'Beefy walk through. Well, I do declare. Pulls his hat off.
I love it.
You do declare, Your Highness.
I was getting to that. Thank you for damn it. Slip it into John.
Stop John Hand.
I reach into the pond, pull out a fish, and start swinging.
Thank you for coming to our assistance here. We seem to have a problem with this Nixie. This Nixie chick.
Nix?
Yeah.
What knowledge check do you use for Fae?
Local will be fine.
Can I apply that huge roll I had to that thing he's just said? Or should I roll again?
Yeah. No. You will pick up on Nixie for sure. Good question. I should go look that up.
If you want, I can translate it to the king.
Green-skinned fae has webbed hands and feet, color of seaweed, and is decorated with shells. All right, so it's aquatic. That explains the pond.
Who's going to buy the houses, Shapiro? Feckin' Aquaman.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. So you have now had your attention brought to this Nixie in the pond, who is livid, just fucking mad.
Let me speak for sir. I'm a people person. You're my king.
Oh boy.
Please hold on and let me describe the situation here.
So, sorry, what was your name, sir?
My name is O'Donnell Beefy. You may call me Beefy.
Okay, Beefy.
I will do nothing of the sort.
What can the king of Quebec do for you today? What's going on?
I thought your nation was Ramure, and Quebec was the capital.
Yeah. I'm the king of both.
I say.
Yeah, Connor.
I guess that is true, yes. Well, now this here Nixie has taken over 2 of my men. They will not get the goddamn fuck out of the way. And we need to get these trees back to the mill. I'm slipping back and forth between those 2 voices. It is tough.
Yeah, the character voices are always insane.
And I would like her to give my men back and get out of the goddamn way.
Oh, okay. I'm sure we can talk with her and come to some sort of...
You can't reason with Faye.
You definitely can. Also, with that roll on the identify, can I ask one quick question? What do they align as?
The Nixie?
Yeah.
They are neutral. Straight up and down neutral.
Okay. I would love to, just in case, but I can't do unless we're in combat order, call down a Judgment of Divine Protection and share the judgment with Eric at a first level. But I'm going to just turn to him and say, this is lands that you intend to take for the kingdom, no? Should we not reason with this Fae and send these ones to the capital for sanctioning in some way?
Well, I mean, like they seem like skilled tradesmen. They could be very useful for us. So, I mean, let's try to walk the line here and see if we can come up to like a peaceful resolution of this. Okay.
Yes, because the one side of that line is disturbing the Fae, and that will just be troublesome. Yeah,
I've already upset a few Fae, so I don't really want to do that again. Let's go talk to this Nixie. Beefy, it
is Beefy.
Beefy. Okay,
it's a pimp named Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing.
The whole thing being the O in the middle of Beefy.
We're gonna go talk to the Nixie. Is there anything else we should know?
I'm about 10 minutes away from killing those 2 men and getting out of here.
That's great. That's more than enough time.
All right.
And then we'll walk over to the pond.
Sure.
Marcus has been making his way around the pond. I rolled a 16 plus 11 for stealth, so 27.
You're good. Where are you at? Oh, fuck, you're way up there.
Yeah, like I'm moving. Like,
all right.
Will you allow me to get to here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you move again, you will be seen.
Yes. No, I'm good.
Okay.
As we've walked past and I think we have a quiet moment, I'm going to just look at the king and like gesture to my forehead, with like concern and say like, should we ask about the corpse we found? And I assume that we don't have the bones on us anymore, but
yeah, the bones are back at Quebec, right? Or
also, I don't know if you guys know where I went either.
I think we assume
we know that
away.
You do shit like this though, right? Like
yeah, you've wandered off.
Like, I feel like the one exception to that was when you dove in after the horses instead of like, I'll sneak around and catch them when they escape.
Baynard knows that you're getting in position to back him up. Or you fucked off forever, which is either great.
2 men at the front of the pond hold up their axes, barring your way forward.
Ooh, see, I'm torn here because I don't want to let them get close to the king, but I don't want to leave our backs open to these loggers. So reluctantly, if they go to step up, I will step in front of Baynard. I know there's not really a lot of room on the map, but...
Yeah. We'll put you there. They aren't speaking, and they are glazed over.
What would we do? Eric, I feel like Baynard would know, like, little, like, folksy things about how to, like, appease certain types of fae. Is that something you would be able to pull on?
Like, are fae arcana or fae, like, nature? I don't ever remember.
I think they're local.
They're nature.
Oh.
This one I'll let you get away with local or nature, just based on the...
Okay, if it's nature, I'd probably have a decent understanding of what.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, fae are nature. Perfect, yeah.
Neat, okay.
Yeah, so we're not fucking with the rules there. So yeah, I would have a decent, like, my plus knowledge for so I rolled 19 on her, so I would have some idea, I would think, on something.
Sure, yeah.
I mean...
you're both aware of what Nixies are and what they do. This one in particular seems to be protecting this pond and this glade, and this is her sort of domain. And these men have clearly come in and cut down her trees.
Liam, would Anaran want to talk with her, or would she want Baynard to do this conversation?
I think she would hesitantly let Baynard do so, but keep herself. I'm like superimposed. I want to have my head on a swivel watching the crew behind and the guys up front, making sure no one's like really encroaching on Baynard. Okay.
So given that these guys have axes, I think I probably would have walked up with my shield out, but I don't have a weapon. And I'm going to kind of like hold my arms up and say, oh, great spirit of the forest. Me and my friend here, we're not here to cause you harm or cause the forest harm. We're not here to take what's not ours. We just wish to parley. Will you speak with us?
So I've decided that all Fae are now New York wise guys.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but it's fun for me.
It seems appropriate to me. I get that. Yeah.
I want to try to do a slightly higher pitched voice for her, so bear with me here, but Chandler. There we go.
There it is.
Perfect.
No!
Perfect. Have you introduced her by name? What did you do? Sorry, I've lost.
I think I don't know if I said my name, but I'm Baynard Clark, king of.
Don't.
Oh, I'm not supposed to give names. Fuck.
Yes.
You tricked me, you bastard.
As soon as I hear him say his name, I am. Oh God. I am going to. What is that fucking spell called? I am going to cast Force Quiet on Baynard. It's a DC 15 will save, and I'm going to like shove him backwards. If you want me to do a combat maneuver, I'm just going to get him as far away from the pool as I can, and I'm going to yell. I'm going to go, Marcus, we have a problem.
I passed my will save.
No, this one, Marcus is just fucking dying in the back.
Like you hear it over this little pond, just like. Hello, Faye. I'm Baynard Clark. It's like family name and everything. You are stupid gods. And I'm like, by Disney's fucking grace. And I'm going to just I have my shield out as well. And I'm just going to try to shove you after I've cast Force Quiet at you.
Fuck, that's too funny.
I passed my will save.
Okay, so you feel me try to like pull your voice away.
Look, no, I'm kidding. I don't want to do that.
And then I shove you with, not a great, what's my CMB?
So good. I love pitting you guys against each other.
It's only a 9 on a bull rush, I guess is what this would be, right?
No,
oh no, would this be trip?
Yeah.
Okay, trip.
A 9 for a trip?
Yeah, I only rolled a 2.
No, I'm sure-footed like a goat.
Yeah, so I just like shove you a little bit. You stay on your feet, and I say, make distance now.
I don't understand what she's talking about. So let's see what happens. Connor, it's your turn.
I'm just going to grab you by the collar, and as I'm trying to say, you've said your name to Zafay. Whatever happens, happens.
I'm gonna need a second.
Yeah.
I wasn't anticipating this.
It's too funny.
You weren't anticipating tricking Eric? Because you do it all the fucking time.
I have a question. Is the fairy flying? Or is she on the rock?
She's in the water.
She's in the water.
Yeah. I picture them like nose out with like the hair on the water, kind of creepy. But
yeah, like a water nymph.
It'd be like the size of a kid, right? Like a little fairy.
Yeah, 4 feet tall, 45 pounds.
Okay, just checking.
Baynard, you are charmed.
Wow. No save?
You can roll it.
It will?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm charmed.
Baynard, you are charmed.
I'm going to yell out as I see like the glaze in his eyes to Marcus. I say, Operation Regicide!
So, kill the king?
So, Baynard doesn't glaze quite the same way these boys do.
When you say charmed, what kind of charm? Like dire charm or just like charm person?
No, just a charm person.
So one friendly to this pixie.
She's now your best friend.
Oh, I'm fine with that. That's fine.
She is your best friend. And everything she's going to say to you now is gospel.
Okay. And dagger.
To who?
To the fairy.
Ooh, okay.
Do you know I'm charmed, though?
I called it. I didn't call out regicide, but I definitely called out. I said, like, Marcus, we have a problem!
Yeah, true.
What's your role, Taylor?
That's a grin right there. Holy crap.
Yeah.
So I rolled a natural 19. I crit on 19 to 20.
Yeah.
And she's flat-footed.
Yes, she is.
And that's sneak attack.
All right, confirm it.
Oh, right, we do that with this. Son of a bitch.
Does she get some sort of cover, though?
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad.
Just a normal hit. Maybe you won't kill her in one shot.
I mean, it's still a sneak attack, so...
I'm mortified because I would really have loved to not antagonize the Fae because I'm still so freaked out about this stupid unicorn.
So I'll roll that. I am doing 16 damage.
Okay.
Is a concentration check a thing in this? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
Not usually for divine or occult. It's usually a...
Can we roll initiative now?
Yeah, we're now into combat. And it's going to be an interesting one.
Ooh, hell yeah. My thinking, what I was hoping to do is if I tripped Baynard, I wanted to push him back the 10 feet, maneuver him into the crowd and be like, hold him, and then just deal with this without him getting in the way.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not going to happen for you.
Ooh, but I do think I might have the top of the initiative order.
Yeah, what do you got?
23. 17 plus 6.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, you beat me.
Taylor, what do you got?
18.
And Baynard?
15.
Also, would I know, would the average charm have multiple saves? I don't think so, right?
What?
The average charm wouldn't have saves every turn, right?
No.
Okay, because I was thinking maybe giving him resistance, but...
No, he's just charmed for the next hour.
Hour? If she, flat out attacks you, the charm breaks, though, right?
If she attacks you.
Yes.
Double check that. If her or her allies, that'll usually be what breaks it.
Yeah.
So in Baynard's mind, Baynard has had it established that this pixie is in control of these two guys. If they attack him, that should break the charm. Okay, cool.
But he's going to be fighting on their side.
Yes.
For the most part. So it will be interesting.
I want to see my actions, and if you feel like I'm out of line with them, you let me know.
I'll let you know. Cool. Yeah. But again, you see her as your best friend.
Yeah.
And Marcus has just thrown a knife at her.
And I'm the only hostile one right now.
She's wailed in pain. And Anaran's at the top of the order.
And just to remind myself, my melee attack is the same as my touch spell.
Maybe?
My attack bonus, Eric? If I was the difference between hitting something with my Morning Star or reaching out and inflicting...
No, they'd be different. Because it'd be based off of your spell casting. Your to hit with a melee weapon would be your strength.
But so is touch. I have to physically like charge and touch.
So I know for me, my unarmed touch is the same as like my unarmed strike. So they're both plus. They're both plus 6. Okay. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's treated. You cast the spell into your hand and you hold it until you touch something to discharge. It's like if I miss with a touch attack, I don't lose the spell. But if I touch and they save against it, I lose the spell. And so I'm pretty sure it's just my +7. But I want to make sure.
Well, is your weapon a +1 weapon, or is it just a regular mundane weapon?
It's just a regular. I'm going off my unarmed.
It's the same. Yeah. Then. It'll be +7 then. Your strength's probably higher than mine.
So yeah, because Eric and I said we had our shields out, I'm just going to whip around to the first of the lackeys who's been taken over by the Nixie. And I'm going to reach out with just like a muttered word under my breath with a 17 against touch. 17
against touch?
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't had to look at combat stats in a while.
It's okay. It's giving me a chance to remember I can use my buckler, but if I cast
it was how much?
17 against touch.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. You get to do a will save, and then I'll tell you how much damage you take. DC 15.
Did not make it.
Okay, I reach out and cast Inflict Wounds on him, and with a failed will save, he's going to take 9 points of damage, and then I'm going to, I guess I have to roll acrobatics to not take an attack of opportunity. Since I'm flanked here, I am going to move to do that. I'll move half speed with it is only a 12. So I think I'll get an attack of opportunity from the guy I just attacked as I move off to his right.
He hasn't acted yet, so he doesn't have an attack of opportunity. He's still 5-footed.
Oh, awesome. And so yeah, I will remove myself a touch. And so that'd be 5, 10, 15, moving up and around the pond a bit to get them all in my line of sight. And with my buckler on my arm, I'm going to then, as I move, draw my Morning Star. And that'll be me.
Cool. The logging company as a team is going to be up next. And they all go, rah, 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 rah. And Oblifi goes, that's right. You get that Nixie.
When he yells that out, then I'm just going to yell to them and say, if you must harm the king, just restrain him.
That's it? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Taylor, you're up.
How dumb do I want to be?
Yeah. Do it again.
No, I'm... Marcus is going to run and leap at the fairy to grapple.
Shvima.
What?
I'm essentially, I want to put my dagger to her throat and be like, release my buddy.
Okay, yeah.
Buddy, with air quotes around it.
Yeah. So I want an acrobatics check.
Oh, and please. Then, come at me.
Yeah, CMB.
So I rolled a 14 for acrobatics, plus 15.
Yeah, okay.
Is 29.
Yeah, okay.
How deep is the pond?
We'll get there.
Well, that's a good question. Then we're both going to sink. Well, my swim's not terrible.
Sorry, what was your grapple check?
It's CMB, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 16 plus 4 for 20.
Okay, and what is your dagger made of?
Steel or iron?
Okay.
But not cold iron.
Okay.
It's a normal dagger?
Okay. What was your total CMD? Sorry.
My CMB was 20.
20? Okay, yeah. So you grapple her effectively. Yikes. All right. Now it's Baynard's turn. You've seen your oldest friend and possible murder victim grab your new best friend.
And threaten her.
I'm going to move up to the edge of the pond, up next to these two guys that were guarding her. As I'm moving, I'm going to yell out, Marcus, you let her go. And I point my fingers at him and I say, release. And you have to give me a will save there, Marcus.
Oh boy.
I love me some PvP.
That's a 15?
Okay, so you've passed. So that just negates. I was trying to cast command on him to have him release her. So I failed.
So Marcus will look at you like you're a fucking idiot and flip you the bird.
That's fair.
All right. The Fae are now up, and the charmed people. Baynard, help me! No.
Help
Chandler. Someone give me another line, she says.
She says that a lot.
Chandler.
Mostly because I don't watch that show.
She makes that sound a lot.
Isn't that the sweetest? Shit like that. I can't remember at all.
That was good.
Yeah, she's calling out for help to the three of you on the shore.
Yeah, I'm going to have to up it next turn, I think.
Yeah, and I guess she'll try to break her grapple. It's not going to go great. Oh, might actually go great. It's a CMB to break a grapple, right?
Yeah, so you get your bonus to the roll, and it's against his CMD.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I've got a 15 on that roll. What's your CMD?
18.
Fuck.
Shit.
Grapple's held. Okay. We're back up to the top with Anaran.
I'm going to seeing Marcus struggling and realizing that we're fighting this Fae.
I'm not struggling.
Struggling with. You've got the creature. I'm going to call down a judgment from Desna smiting, which it's a swift action. It's going to mean that for the purposes of this, until this combat ends, I bypass DR as a magic weapon, unless it's got DR magic. All my damage will go through on her. Not that I plan to swim, but just in case. And then I'm going to step up to Baynard. And try to trip him again. So my +7. Okay, this one's better. That is 16 +7 for 23.
Yeah, my CM defense is only 19, so I am tripped.
I'm going to take my left hand my right hand that has the buckler on it, and put it at the base of your, over your chest. And put my leg behind your legs and just shove you to the ground away from the water. And put you on the ground and you are threatened. No! And then while you are still threatened by me, I'm going to circle around you to make sure that you stay threatened. So if you get up, I can attack you again and put myself by these guys. And that'll be me.
Wild. All right. Loggers are up. They're just going to keep watching what's going on here. Cheering, hooting, hollering.
One of you step in here and contain your comrades. I'll look over my shoulder at them, and I will roll an intimidate on that.
Sure.
It's less, but it's still 21.
Yeah, that'll do. Two of them step forward and don't land either of their swings on their buddies to try to hold them down.
Perfect. For clarity's sake, can you bring the dude with the teal hair up instead of the dude with the hat?
Yes.
Yeah, just so hats are bad, hairs are good.
They're also outlined in pink because they are charmed.
The whole map's kind of got a pink glow to it.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
If you zoom in, you'll probably get a better view. Okay. Yeah. Logger's turn is mostly uneventful, and we're up to Marcus, who is grappling a Nixie.
So I'm just gonna... Marcus, he's just gonna lean close to Nixie, or I don't know how, 4 feet tall? I don't know. I'm going to lean close to the Nixie and be like, you're going to release my friend. I don't care about those other two. My friend, free. Or we can continue this at the bottom of the...
You realize she breathes underwater, right?
I was implying I would stab her again. Sorry, that was my poor choice of words, but my implication is she's going to die.
You're going to get knifed. That's not a knife.
Would you like an intimidate or anything for that?
Yeah, give me an intimidate.
Yeah, can you demoralize Faye? I feel like they've got tactics.
I rolled an 18 +7 for 25.
Okay. She is very well intimidated. We'll see what happens on her turn. It's now Baynard's turn.
Son of a bitch!
Oh yeah, I'm prone, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up again.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity on him. I'm going to do non-lethal, but I'm going to swing my Morningstar at him.
This is fantastic.
I hate you.
The most action we've seen in weeks, and we're beating each other up.
Against your, I assume you'd be flat-footed. It is 22.
It's just +4 because I'm prone.
Okay, then 26.
26.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to
that
hit
hits
you
me.
non-lethal. I know I'm not going to knock you out with one hit, but I just want that to be known that I'm trying not to in case I had rolled a crit.
Can't you just trip? Can you do a trip as a attack of opportunity? I can never remember.
I think so.
Can you do CMBs? Okay, then I would like to use my turn. I only get the one reaction though, so I feel like
I don't feel like you could, because
otherwise
you could bull rush or grapple someone if they're trying to leave you. Like, hey,
I was going to say, yeah, some CMBs have like alternate things and they have other stuff. So I think all I can do is whack them. And so I do, just 7 damage, but it is magical for bypassing TR. And I'll be like, stay down, my liege.
I stood up, right? I just took 7 damage.
You stood up and you got swung at, yeah.
So can I do a 5-foot step now?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to 5
foot. You would
foot.
know Anoran doesn't have combat reflexes.
I'm going to 5 foot step away from Anoran, and I'm going to cast Hold Person on Marcus.
God damn it, leave me alone.
So another will save there, Taylor.
20. No, sorry, 18.
Yeah, so you pass. So again, you're fine. Nothing
again,
happens.
flippy the goddamn finger. Stop casting spells at me.
You're attacking my friend. It's like, and again, I would yell out, like, Marcus, as your king, leave my friend alone. And I would cast a spell on you.
If I had a third hand to give you 2 fingers at the same time, I would.
Okay. Baynard's turn is over. We're back up to the Fae. And the Nixie, having been threatened by Marcus, just states that she needs the king's help here and releases him from the charm. Keeping the other 2.
Yeah, I didn't go with shit about the other 2.
So like I rub my face and like, and I'm out of it.
The other 2 charmed loggers will swing back at their buddies. And again, they're just bouncing axes off of each other. They're not getting anywhere. Not trained fighters. And we're back up to the top with Anoran.
I'm going to say to these 2, I'll say, because I have my Inquisitor shared feats, I'm going to try to get them to flank with me, because I can give them the teamwork feat that will give us bonus to hit and damage on a flank. And so I'll say, you get around the side of them. And I'm going to just kind of move a step around here, towards the pond to give them some room to do so. And so I'm flanking with the green-haired guy, and if he gets into a good position, he can flank he'll be able to flank as well when I get to him, but he'll get a +4 to hit while I'm flanking him on top of the flanking bonus. Actually, let me double check that. Sorry. Yeah, it's we have outflank, so he gets a +4 on attack rolls, but I don't have the ability to share pack flanking yet, and so I have to move to do it. Okay. And so I get the +4. We both get +6 total to hit on the flanking. And I'm going to try to non-lethally smack this dude with my Morningstar. But I am going to get a critical 1.
Ooh.
I should have given myself a bit of luck.
Throw the Morningstar, peg Marcus in the face. Marcus dies.
No, I'll say you drop it in the water beside you.
Do I get to confirm a fumble? For confirming criticals?
Sure.
Okay. Would a 31 have hit?
A 31 would have hit.
Okay, so Jesus. Can I keep hanging on to it?
No, you drop it in the water.
But
it's shallow water. It's the edge of the pond.
I
the difference would have been whether you whipped it into the pond or dropped it.
Just my 2 cents, but if we don't get an automatic crit when we only have 1 attack, punishing us for our 1s is painful to my body.
Yeah.
Good. It hurts Pathfinder.
Gotcha.
You should be punished.
That's not a rule in no Pathfinder, though. That's like just homemade bullshit.
Yeah, and normally me rolling that high to not confirm it would have...
Fine, hold your shit.
Yeah.
You're whining.
I agree with Connor.
Nagging your GM gets things done.
That's bad. That's so bad. Your GM is God. He can kill you in other ways.
Don't do that to your GMs. I'm just lazy and don't want to fight them anymore.
I've seen so many people that play where if you have more than 1 attack, you start confirming stuff, but you make Marcus confirm on his 1 attack, so he missed a critical. I feel like making me spend my move action to pick up. He does
400 damage if he doesn't have to confirm.
I'm all for confirming criticals, but I personally, I don't like critical fumbles. I think that they're punishing?
I think they're fun, but I think we should get the same chance to go like, oh, you fumble, confirm, or don't.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Connor's harsh but fair.
You still lose your attack.
Okay, loggers are up. So they're going to step around here. And it was +4 they each get?
He gets so only the green-haired one, if he attacks the guy I'm attacking, he'll get +6 instead of
+2.
Instead of the +2. Oh no, sorry, is it normally +2 or +4?
It's normally +2.
Okay, so he gets +4 total then.
So they both get a couple hits on them, but they are swinging for lethal because that's what they've been told to do by their boss.
Dicks.
But they don't hit very hard.
I was going to say they're swinging what, like Maddox?
They've got axes.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. They're loggers.
Lumberjacks.
Lumber. Marcus, you're up. The Nixie has fulfilled your request and explained what she needed.
I'm going to look over at Baynard. Hey, who you know the longest?
You?
All right, that's you. I can tell just because the stutter is there.
Yeah, the confidence from being charmed. It's like he's almost more charming.
Yeah. So I will release the Nixie and I will back away.
Okay.
Swim check.
Do I don't have full movement in water, right?
You can swim, so...
If you don't have a swim speed, do you have to like roll to move? I think you do to keep your head above water.
No, you have a swim speed. You don't have to perform swim checks for like feats of swimming.
In calm water, you pass to keep your head above water, but everything else requires swim checks, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's DM discretion.
Yeah, it's a small
he says
pond.
I'm fine.
Fair,
he can
fair.
swim in it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right. So Marcus will back away, like swim backwards watching, and he will get out of the pond.
All right. Baynard, you're up.
Spear of the Forest, release these men and I will make sure that no one brings you to harm. And I'll turn to like Beefy. And Beefy, call off your men. There's no reason for violence here. No harm, no foul. Stop, everybody. And that's my turn.
Okay. Nixie's up. And she goes, there's been quite some... Damn it. Ugh.
Just hi, Reggie. Baynard. Just spend more time on your vowels. Just like live there.
There's been quite some damage already.
Fuck yeah.
That was good.
That was perfect.
We can talk about that. Everyone put down your arms. And I throw my shield like away. Not in the water.
Ooh.
But I throw my shield away just to kind of show like I'm serious about talking. My hands are out, my shield's like 5 feet away from me.
Okay. She'll disperse the charm person. And
What? Okay, let's kill her. No, I'm just joking. Whoa!
I just got out of the water.
Beefy does his hat thing and goes, well. All right, men, back up. Need to abide by these king's rules.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. That was amazing.
I should have made you roll for it.
You make him roll for it. Make him roll for it.
Yeah, roll for it.
I was gonna say he avoided a charisma roll. And
Yeah,
he
exactly.
let him do it.
I forgot we're doing this game.
Do you want a diplomacy check here?
Yeah.
Can I roll to aid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, you've got a boost from Marcus as well.
You get the +2 or +1 or whatever your aid gives you. +1.
Yes.
So I rolled a 13 and I have +4, so 17 just from me.
Okay. Everybody's assists.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually want me to roll something?
No, yours is automatic. I'm giving it to you.
I give him the aid. I'm gonna menace at Beefy.
You get by the skin of your teeth on this one, buddy.
Oh, wow.
I was going to set it at 20. I'm going to let you get it.
Amazing. Okay, so, I mean, like, ideally I want Beefy's men to back off and just him approach with me between him and the pixie, and we're going to talk this shit out.
Nixie.
Me and this Nixie. We're going to talk this out.
Mark is just sitting on the bank, emptying out his boots, drying out his clothes.
Oh, he's got like
used to this by now.
Errol Flynn, big like long knee-high boots that he's
This is
just
the
dumping.
second. Yeah. I'm like Puss in Boots. They go all the way up.
Oh my god, Marcus is Antonio Banderas. You can't change that in my mind.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie. I am Marcus.
Great.
Boots.
In boots.
Shut up. Great spirit of the forest. What's going on? What's going on here?
Baynard, you can stop calling me. Oh, it's kind of like Lois. You can stop calling me a great spirit.
Yes, my liege, she is just a fae.
This is just my pond. God damn it. Slipping into Southern. Everybody Southern now. This is just my pond. Nope.
That was so Southern.
Lois
Got
from
worse.
Family Guy.
Just
That's who you
when
need
in
to
doubt,
do. You need to
put
be
your
Lois from
O's
Family
as
Guy.
A's. This is just my pond.
Gentle spirit. I mean, this is your home. This is your place. Like what? So these trees. What's the nature of this? Oh, I don't even know what to say here.
These men have torn down my home. I guess I'll just be a Southern belle then. It's easier.
The Southern accents are so varied. Fuck it. Go wild.
I would like my trees back.
Is this perhaps what is a thing that we can call you? I believe referring to you simply as a Nixie would be detrimental to conversing.
She apologizes. Her name is Millie.
Millie. Anoran at this point is so tempted to be like, this here is O'Donnell Beefy. Was that his name?
Yeah.
And be like, do what you would like and just leave. But I'm so like the fact that like I had to like whack the king, I'm frustrated. But she's gonna say, Millie, was it? You may call me Southpaw. I am I believe that there must be some things that we can do to appease without sending these poor men home. Your forest is where their livelihood comes from. Perhaps there is a perimeter that we can help make preserved for you.
Yeah, like this situation is kind of like when you get a cat and you put it in a bag and then like later you open the bag and the cat gets out. There's no getting that cat in the bag a second time. You know, like we can't bring your trees back.
There's no healing spell to restitch the stump.
I mean, I could cast cure wounds all day on it, but like I don't know how we get your home back. There's gotta be a solution though that works for everybody.
Marcus' socks are off. They're just being wrung out.
Schwimmer, would mending work on a tree? Could you uncut a tree with mending? And I'm just like waxing poetic or philosophical on that.
I don't.
They are living things, so perhaps. And I'm like, I don't have access to these spells. I don't know why I'm even saying.
And you asked the rogue.
But I've reminded. I want to call out to Marcus. I was gonna say I call out to Marcus as Schwimmer to like remind him not to give his name.
I'm across the pond. You guys all talking magic and shit. I'm just drying my clothes out. I don't know what the hell
I just want you to know that, like, under no circumstance, like, I'm just trying to remind you to not use your name.
And because Marcus is a city boy, doesn't know shit about any of this, be like, yo, Anoran, shut up. I'm drying my clothes.
Are you fucking serious?
You would have some knowledge of this.
Come on.
Yeah, everybody knows not to do that.
Fine, I won't say anything. I'm just going to glare across the pond then. That's it.
I'm not doing it to be shitty. I'm doing it to like remind Marcus so he doesn't get got, because she now would have a vendetta.
Yeah, you did throw a knife at her.
My name has already been said.
Yeah, not the full name though.
Yeah,
exactly. And I didn't say her full name.
Where were we?
We were optioning to sanction off an area for her because, as Eric tried to say without saying, the cat's out of the bag. You can't really use.
You can put a cat in a bag twice. What are you talking about?
It's been
everyone knows there was a cat in it. Yeah. You also you can't uncut these trees.
Yeah, you can't uncut these trees.
Can't unfuck this dog.
I was gonna say you can't unfuck these trees. It was just like.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like I don't know what these guys have harmed her, and I don't think they're like. What can we do to make it all right? I don't know if there's anything. Can we offer a new home? Like,
what are the reparations?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know from her.
What could we even fucking give to a fae? Because like if Pylon was here, he would try to link her up with the other two, but no one else really knows about the other two, and like we don't even really know what their whole deal is. We can't send them to like if we had saved and like brought back to life. I feel like the Sycamore, if we'd cleared it out properly, could have been a place where the fae could have retaken it. It would have been like a little settlement.
She's
for
a
them.
water fae though, so for her that wouldn't work. So like I can offer her two homes off the top of my head. We have a park in our city. She's more than welcome to live there if she wants. Or there's that pond at the Temple of Erastil. I think that'd be a great home for her if she wants to move. So I will offer up a place to move, and I'm also like open to suggestions. Like we don't.
There's a river crossing, as the king has spoken highly of. With this bridge.
Oh, I thought you meant nettles.
I was thinking nettles, but it's like, no.
So I don't know if it's offering a new home or like Beefy, like these were her trees. You kind of owe her too, like some sort of payment or something. Like this was hers. You owe her this.
Could I apply a 20 knowledge nature to see if I would know what like trinkets, like how the liquor worked for the other fae, like what's something these guys might have that we can suggest them to offer so they don't just blindly like offend?
Her goddamn trees back.
Yeah. So here's the deal. The book is extremely open-ended.
Okay.
And it goes, find something that works for everybody. Now, the demands of both sides are quite clear. And in fact, half of them have already been met. Stop foresting and release my men. Those were the two halves that have been met. And the other halves are reparations for the trees cut, and the men need somewhere to cut trees. So this is sort of where this is.
So my question is not so much like what can they do, it's like what do Nixies like, to simplify it. It says there's a side quest. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Like if she wants us to do something for her, then we can do that. But I'm thinking like in this moment to smooth it over, if there's like, they like to eat seaweed or something, like there's just like a single like boon that they could give her to like good faith.
Okay. So there's nothing you can really give her. Okay. She wants 5 trees. She wants her trees returned. They don't have to be the exact trees. She wants more trees for the balance of her forest.
What size of trees?
So she just wants us to get 5 trees for her. That's what she wants.
5 trees.
Okay. Yeah. So we just have to go find 5 trees and dig them up and bring them here.
She is aware of a thing called a tree feather token.
Ooh.
And she suggests those.
5 of those. Buck, where do we get that?
Would she explain what the hell that is?
Yeah, let me look it up for you.
It's like a little like medallion or something that's shaped like a tree possibly, and you say like the word and you throw it and it turns into like a full tree. It's like a magical thing. There's tokens like that for a lot of things. Like there's ones that are like, it could be a dog and then you throw it and you have an attack dog suddenly.
Or, it's like the patches on the cloak of many things.
Yeah, it's like that, yeah, but like medallions or necklaces or stuff. And like, it's wild things. Like there's one that's like, I think a swan boat, and you throw it and you have a swan boat like in
it's
Lothlorien.
Dragon Ball Z capsules.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Just get her little bonsai trees that she says something and they grow back.
Yeah. I've never given them as treasure, but I've always been tempted to because like they're pretty cool.
So that's what she needs to be sated, I guess.
Okay.
And the loggers still need a forest that they can work.
Okay, so
they're hired.
I want to split them for a second while I talk to Beefy alone, like with Anaran, but like not with Millie. And Beefy, we're more than happy to help you find new logging territory. In fact, like we would love to start some sort of partnership where we buy a lot of your lumber. Like we have a growing city. We're going to need more resources and more men such as yourself to help build it. Like I feel like our interests will align here, and we'll definitely help you out. But I mean, I'm willing to go find these trees for Millie, but I need something from you in return for us to make these reparations for you. Because like, really, it should be you getting these trees for her.
Perhaps Marcus could discuss the discounts they will offer us for dealing with this for them, instead of leaving them to her mercy.
I will say, severe woman, that we would have managed this quite fine on our own. I do love doing this motion. I don't know why.
But you didn't. So...
You came in merely 10 minutes before I was about to smack those men.
I saw the way that your lackeys were fighting each other. They were going to kill them. So
killing a man is like felling a tree. We can do it all day.
I fucking love this guy. Yes!
We solved your problem, but we also salvaged the lives of 2 of your workforce. Perhaps I should undo that mistake.
And like I said, I appreciate the assistance, and I appreciate your offers to help. That's about it.
So so what Connor wanted to do was say no discounts.
How far away is he from his men?
I don't know, 15, 20 feet. Enough that, like, you'd have to yell to hear.
Okay, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to, like, dust my shield off and have it. I'm going to walk towards his men and then just say, your leader here gives no shits about you. He was about to kill 2 of you. Are any of you opposed if we string him up from a tree?
What?
Let's not bring any more harm to the tree.
Whoa.
Anran, this man
mace.
There's no trees to hang him from.
This man is going to be arrested by us, and we are taking him back to our city in irons, or he's going to die in this field. He gives no credence to these men or to the spirits of this forest. I'm looking at him now.
Can I, as soon as he says that, like, when I see what he's doing, can I do a sense motive to see if I can do this before he finished saying it? If I know what Baynard's doing, or can I just say I know what he wants me to do?
Give me a sense motive.
Okay.
I mean, you are the enforcer, so like...
Yeah, I kind of just sprung this on everyone. I didn't do any of our signals or anything. I'm just...
Well, more importantly, this is not something you've done before.
I think this has been my job, though. With the 30 cents motive, I would like to just, like, since he's probably turned to follow Baynard with his eyes, I want to, like, hand on shoulder, foot to the back of the knee, and, like, push him knees to the ground. I'll do it as a trip, but it would be a 26 against CMD.
Yeah, you got him flat-footed, too. Like,
and I'm just going to grapple him if I... Yeah.
Jesus.
15, 22. I haven't rolled under a 15 since my fumble.
Is this going to be an execution? Like,
so I'm not looking to execute. I'm looking to capture him.
I'm looking to control him by holding his weight down onto his knees from behind him with my mace drawn.
And I just want to be clear. Like, it's, to me, he's going to murder those 2 men. Like he's disgusting. Like, I just, that's why Baynard did this. It's like, he was going to murder those men, and that's not okay. And like, they should know, they should know that. Like, there's one guy over there, like, this still has an axe wound probably. They haven't healed yet. Like, these guys, I'm hoping that
I hope it hasn't healed yet.
Well, I haven't gone and healed them yet. We were talking this out. So I'm just saying, like, these guys have the wounds that, I don't know. I'm hoping that the Lumberjacks will just let us arrest their boss. That's my hope. So we'll see how this goes.
I want to look at Marcus and be like, Master of Coin, we are flanking.
Well, like, Marcus is gonna look just straight up impressed, like, not surprised, just impressed that Baynard spoke that all so clearly.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Is astounded.
I'm thinking of the thumbs up kid on the computer.
Yeah, and then Marcus is just gonna kind of lean down a bit to Beefy and be like, he's got a sore spot for trees and nature. You're going to want to play along with this.
Yes. Pretend you have a choice to play along with this. And I'm just going to squeeze really hard on his shoulder.
I feel that's an intimidate. I don't know if you want any kind of roll to, like...
No. You guys have this guy by the fucking balls.
I want to see how badly Marcus intimidates him. Like, and I'll aid so we can just have this huge number to scare. I want Beefy to shit himself. I want him to beef his pants. I aid on whatever Marcus does.
Oh man, Beefy's gonna be so upset.
He's gonna be furious.
He's arrested.
Or
That means
murdered.
he'll be
We don't know
the new Litlow. We can visit him in jail.
Yeah.
We would like to hear your. He doesn't have the hat anymore, but he keeps doing it, just like with the sound of shackles.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the men are clearly. They knew what was going on. He's been a bit of a slave driver.
Like, actually?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just love that you're like, oh, another NPC for a fan. It's like this guy's the worst.
And in jail.
Yeah. So he's been rough on them, and they're aware of that. But he has been
Their source of income.
their source of income, and good income at that. So you don't see a lot of, what's the word? Gratitude for what you're doing to him at the moment.
They're on the fence.
Yeah, they're not in the way. They're going to see how this shakes down because they outnumber you.
I mean, like, we're all level 4s. Like,
They don't know. Like, you'll mow them down. Yeah.
We can also have Baynard say, I can say this in character if you want, but we can have Baynard suggest that, like, there is employment for them through the Kingdom of Ramur in Kaber. Like,
Which, yeah, they wouldn't have heard during your conversation. So I think reiterating that to them is a good idea.
yeah. So we would definitely say, like, there's opportunity in Kaber, men of your, and, like, I'll flat out pay them now. Like, we got money, right? How much money we got?
don't show them that
On
you're carrying a
us?
bunch of money. Don't do that.
I think we'd give them some money each to say, like, this will tide you over into, like, if you don't, like, where's the mill that they worked at? Is it in this hex?
No.
Okay. So, like, who owns the mill if we've taken this guy? Like, is it one of them? Or all?
No, they take to the mill, and the mill does the work.
Oh, they sell
It's
it
not
to the
their
mill. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a new mill. It's right on the river.
Yeah, we would say to them, like, we will find you jobs in Kaber. We need more people like you. Like, we need hardworking people.
Bring your families.
And we're
Bring
not
your
going
friends.
to kill you if you get charmed by a spirit of the forest. Like, we're not insane like that. That's my
All right.
pitch to them.
Yeah, they're starting to like, no, this guy talks sense, kind of thing.
How many of them are there?
I'll also cast, like, what is it? Channel energy. So anyone who's hurt gets healed by 10 points. So
Juice everybody
yeah,
back
it's just
up.
like
That's their whole HP.
Yeah, they're completely healed. So it's like, I am not your enemy here. I would not, like, I tried you can all saw I didn't want any of you to come to harm. I convinced the Nixie to let you go. Your boss here was going to murder you.
I convinced the Nixie to let you go.
I had some help. Some wonderful, wonderful help by Marcus, the man of action. But yeah, hopefully. So are we tying him up? Is that how this is going?
That's up to you.
I would want to tie him up.
I'm going to, like, quietly, so just the king and Marcus can hear, and I want Beefy to hear as well. I'm just going to say, we were heading explicitly not back to the capital. Perhaps it is best if we have this dealt with now.
Don't say that, because Marcus will do it.
That's
I think
We've seen what happens when Marcus executes prisoners.
Yeah. Don't say that, because Marcus will do it.
I think that's up to the two guys that he was going to have killed. In my opinion, it's up to them. Because, like, we're not on my land, so I'm not the sovereign here. You know what I mean? I'm a king, but I'm not the king here yet. I'm going to like to be one day.
You.
But, and, like, I'm hoping these guys will follow me, but I know they're not following me yet. But I would sit down with those two guys. Well, I sit down with all of them and say, okay, he was your boss. He was going to kill. He put your lives in danger for nothing, for wood. What do you want done with him? I'm saying I'm willing to bring him back to Kingdom and imprison him. But if they want justice here, we will see justice is done.
Connor just went through a whole process of putting Baynard completely in the center of every one of these loggers, away from Taylor and I.
Oh, he's on a soapbox.
I was going to say, I don't like the flanking position that you clearly dragged him into.
I see him wandering over and them gathering around and him going through his speech. Okay, so you'll hear from the two guys in particular that were charmed. Well, shucks. I don't think he needs to die, but yeah, let's lock him up for a bit.
Yeah.
And they're okay with that course of action.
Okay. So I guess we're going back to Kabir with a prisoner.
And Beefy goes, I think I done shit myself.
Well, like, if we wanted to continue, we could probably write some sort of notice to the guards. Probably pay these guys some sort of fee. Be like, here, escort your old boss to the prison.
Yeah, I'm down for that too.
That's
and
right.
if they kill him on the way because they get bored, who cares?
So I got a natural 20 on a sense motive for 31. I want to go to them if this is the idea and say, you will not remove his fetters. You will take him right as a guard, or else we will find you and take this gold back.
Yeah, I think they're on board with that plan.
Perfect. And I can see that in their faces.
Yeah, and they're going to haul this wood back to your mill.
Amazing.
Nice.
I'm just picturing him like hands and legs tied around a log that they're carrying. Like he's going to be taken to the quintessential Bugs Bunny cannibal cook-off.
Yeah, exactly. I picture the same thing. That's good.
Return of the Jedi in the Ewok village. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Where's 3PO when you need him? So at this point, I'd probably go back to Millie and to ask her, does she have any leads on where we can find those tokens?
Yeah, Christ.
Yeah, Christ
she does.
Right. Oh, wow. Amazing.
And you'll find out next time.
Yeah.
On Dragon Ball Z.
No, on Kingmaker.
Oh, okay. My bad.